Welcome to BibleTelling Story of the Week. I'm going to tell you a Bible story. A couple of things you need to understand about these stories. First of all, our stories were not specifically written for children, but for the whole family. They'll enjoy them though. The second thing you need to know is that our stories are very accurate to how they're given to us in the Bible. For right now, go ahead and listen to the story, and then afterwards come on back and I'll give you some of the typical come visit our website type of thing, but I also will tell you about how you can interact with the story. I think you will enjoy hearing about that. Enjoy the story. God destroyed the entire earth with a flood. Years later, he selected a man by the name of Abraham to become a great nation. And through his nation, all the families of the earth would be blessed. The flood, Abraham. But what happened between these two events? 8 people survived the flood. There was Noah and his wife, their 3 sons, and each of their wives. After the flood, God told them that their families were not to stay together, but were to disperse and repopulate the entire earth. Noah planted a vineyard. And in time, he was able to drink some of his harvest. And he got drunk. In this condition, he fell fast asleep in his tent, totally unclothed. His youngest son, Ham, came into the tent and saw his father naked there on the floor. He went out and told his brothers what he had seen. The brothers took a coat and draped it between them and then walked backwards into the tent, draping the coat over their father. When Noah woke up, he found out what his youngest son had done. He put a curse upon the family of Ham, and he blessed the families of the other 2 brothers. All 3 families increased, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. One of Ham's grandsons was a man named Nimrod. He was a mighty man. He became the first dictator. He was known for his skill of hunting. His kingdom was called Babylon. The people of Babylon realized that their potential lay in staying together, not spreading out throughout the world. So they disobeyed God and they built a huge monument, a tower, went high in the sky so that everyone could see and unite them. God came down and looked at the tower. He said, people have disobeyed us. If they stay together, nothing will be impossible for them. He said, I will confuse their languages, causing them to disperse. As the men continued to build the tower, suddenly their languages changed and they couldn't understand one another. Eventually they formed groups according to what language they were speaking. And in time, they left and went to other places around the world. The tower became known as the Tower of Confusion. the Tower of Babel. Noah's oldest son was named Shem. One of his descendants was called Peleg. His name meant division, because when he was born, the earth was divided. His great-great-great-grandson was Abraham. The flood, Abraham. Now you know what happened between the two. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story. This was the first in a series that I'm calling Little Known Stories from the Old Testament. We will have about 18 to 20 of these, and then we're going to start another series. We want you to visit the website. You knew I was going to say that. But this website is set up for you to submit things in relationship to this story. Some of you have an expertise in the area of poetry or writing drama or writing devotions or sermon outlines, original music. If you have skills along those areas, we want you to submit it to us. We will have certain monitors look them over, making sure that they are appropriate to this particular website and that they are of a certain quality. They will then put them on the website for future people to be able to watch the story and then go and read a devotion or read a poem that would go along with it. Also, we want some of you that several of you that know your scriptures, to be able to find a passage or a verse or several verses that sum up this story, so that we can place that with it. We will select one of these, and then we will give you credit for finding that verse for us. A couple little things you need to understand. First of all, when you submit a story or a poem or a devotional or something like that to us, you're giving us permission to put it on the website, but that's all. You still retain ownership of it. If we later on decide to put it in a book or something like that, we have to contact you and get your permission to put it there. So you can rest assured. Now, also, some of our monitors, I'll be looking this over, may want to use one, but feel like it needs a little bit of editing. If you're willing for us to do that, give us your phone number so they can easily call you up and take care of that without a lot of hassle. Well, join us each week. If you'll stay with us week after week, you will find that you will eventually know more Bible stories than most people who attend church. Again, welcome to BibleTelling Story of the Week. Come back next week.